Hi everyone, good evening. This is Marivir for Issues and Inspiration. I'm here in New York and we are live on Facebook and YouTube. And with me, of course, is my friend right beside my screen but so far away in New Jersey. Hello Grace, kumusta?
Hello, Marivir, my lovely co-host. Hi,
Oh,
everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. Well, okay, 2 weeks just passed by so quickly, no, Marivir?
I know. So
And
I
yeah,
know you've been somewhere outside New Jersey. You've been moving around. I'm glad you're back.
yes, I've been away despite of the cold, but grateful I'm back, safe and sound.
Yes, you've been working so hard, huh? Despite the pandemic.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
yes,
Anyway, so tonight we will have very special guests who are in the top of their achievements and their careers. And so, without any delay, Grace,
Mhm.
are you going to introduce our? But I have to wear my glasses, Grace, even if you don't like it.
Yeah, so
Okay.
our topic for tonight is about the movie and music industry, right? So we
Mm-hmm.
are proud to have a gem in the Philippine cinema. So let
Right.
me introduce her now, okay?
Yes, our
So
pleasure.
yes, Miss Lorli Villanueva is a well-known and respected actress, director, singer in Philippine cinema and arts from the 1960s to the 1980s. She had made her mark as an actress for drama, action, and comedy. She is also remembered as Lorli Maxima La Bandera in the commercial for Ajax during the advertising wars of detergent soaps in the Philippines. Not known to many, Miss Lorli is also an author, publisher, and a beauty queen. She migrated to the US in the early 1980s and chartered a career as a teacher, starting off as a science teacher in a Catholic high school in the Bronx. She retired in 2014 as a chairperson for the Special Education Graduate School department at Touro College. In 2017, Miss Lordy published her books, Dancing with the Dictator and Living and Experiencing the Realms of the Unknown. Good evening and welcome to Issues and Inspirations, Miss Lordy.
Hello, Miss Lordy Villanueva. Welcome. And thank you for joining us tonight.
Hi,
Good to see you.
I can barely hear you, but I
Uh-huh.
see you.
Let
Maybe
me
you
do
have to adjust
something.
your volume, Tita.
How is that now?
I your questions are coming in choppy.
Oh,
Oh my,
my
oh my
goodness.
God. Anyway, so it's good to see you. And how are you these days during the lockdown? Are you in New York?
Are you asking me if I'm in New York?
Yes.
Yeah,
Are you in the
I have been
Philippines?
here since COVID, and
Uh-huh.
yeah, there's nothing else but to stay home, be safe,
Mm-hmm.
and I've been writing my book. That's what's
Mm-hmm.
keeping me busy,
Mm-hmm.
and my physical therapy, because at this time of COVID, we have
Mm-hmm.
to be very careful about everything. So everything
Right.
is limited.
That's true. Okay.
What
So,
what book are you writing, Miss Lorley? What
Your
is that sound?
questions very well.
What book are you writing?
Hello.
Yes. What book are you
What did you
writing?
say? I'm sorry.
What book are you doing
Oh,
right now?
remember I launched yeah, I launched two books couple of years ago,
Yes.
about martial law and about
mhm.
paranormal.
Mm-hmm.
And now
Yes, yes.
I'm trying to complete my autobiography,
Oh, wow.
and I'm
Autobiography.
starting to write some poetry,
How nice.
just to
Okay, Tita.
be
So,
inspired during this COVID times.
Mm-hmm.
okay, when
So,
can we expect your autobiography book, Tita?
What?
When your autobiography book, when is
You're
it
not
going
you're
to be
not com-
launched?
I'm not I'm not getting your question. I'm so sorry.
Oh, okay. Maybe Marivir, she can hear clearly.
When do we expect your autobiography to come out? Yeah.
There's a lot of time, maybe a year from now or two. I'm not rushing it. It's just to keep me busy during this COVID. I cannot have my singing practices, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
So so it's very difficult for me because I cannot have my rondalia.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just try to keep myself busy by writing, especially during the snowstorm. That's when I write the best, when there's snow. I don't know why. It's always in the
Mm-hmm.
winter
That
my
that you're
juices for
inspired.
writing.
Oh my
Mm.
gosh.
What?
But you're not bored, right?
But I'm not
You are
bored.
not. Yes, you're not bored.
Did you say if I was bored? No, no, no. You have to embrace this lockdown.
Right.
We have to find ways to be happy and less depressed even during the lockdown.
Mm-hmm.
So I have even learned to bake some things, a few pastries that I do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a baker, but now I try to occupy my time with mostly with writing.
That's good. You are very versatile. You're a writer, you're an actress, you're a director, you're a singer, you have everything. So, tell us what happened in the days of old, yeah, during the Philippine cinema, Miss Lorli, and how did you become an actress? What inspired you to become an actress? Take us back to that
Well,
time.
trying to catch some of the what you're asking me is
Mm-hmm.
how I started in the cinema.
Yes. Well, how did you become
Actually,
an actress?
yeah, I actually started in the theater.
Mm-hmm.
Straight out of college, I went into a theater working as a orquesta. So I was one of the actors.
Oh.
The picture is showing the original Larawan by
Mm-hmm.
Nick Joaquin, and it was directed by Lino Broca. There's Charito Solis and Lelita Rodriguez and the late
Yeah.
Butch Aquino. So all of them have passed on. I'm the only one who's
Right.
in the picture, who's left behind. Anyway, yeah, I started in the theater, and then when Broca became a director,
Mm-hmm.
he started taking his friends from the theater to
Mm-hmm.
become his actors, and I became a regular Lino Broca actress in
Mm-hmm.
many of his films. And then I also directed television after I took my master's degree in as a Fulbright scholar in communication in the United States. So when I came back to the Philippines, I directed television. I
Mm-hmm.
own events,
Mm-hmm.
launching of products, uh,
Oh.
a lot of stage plays that I have directed, both for what I call this, for the Board of Ed and for students all over. The picture you see is Maxima Labandera, the successful
Yes. Mhm.
commercial, I think, even
Yeah.
until today.
I clearly remember you
Yeah,
as Maxima Labandera. You
Yeah,
remember?
Lorli, how did
the once. You remember with tobacco and everything.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. So how did
At
the branding
the
of
time,
Maxima La Bandera affect your popularity as a movie actress?
in those time, that was the on television. I was paid more than Bert Marcelo and
Oh.
Rod Navarro and all the other stars who were
Mm-hmm.
in commercials. So it ran for many years. I had about at least 8 versions of that, and
Mm-hmm.
it
Did you
won in the International Congress for commercials.
did you audition for that role?
It's really funny because I had just arrived from the States and they had auditioned many people already.
Mm-hmm.
Inventor, and so many other comedians. But
Uh-huh.
June Urbano, one of my friends said, "Today is the last day for that. Can you go and audition?" And I said, "Okay." I went.
All right.
June Urbano just did not let me go anymore. He said, "That's my Maxima La Bandera."
Oh my God.
So it stayed on in the highest, commercial
Mhm.
viewership
This
ever
is a
in the history.
powerful,
Until now, people still remember Maxima La Bandera
yes,
from
it's
Calle
very
Once.
powerful. I remember you and the big big tobacco, and then the astig character who cleans the laundry, who makes the laundry clean. That's a message that's
I know.
forever in our minds and hearts. That's amazing writing
Yes.
and acting.
Even now,
Mm-hmm.
when I was given the award for Outstanding Teacher in New York, the first was a
Mm-hmm.
big Astoria Hotel in Queens where all the teachers from all over the US came.
Mm-hmm.
And then they announced that award, Outstanding Teachers Award to Lorli Villanueva. When I
Mm-hmm.
stood up, a group
Yeah.
of teachers, one table was, si Maxima La Bandera. Sinabi ko, imbes teacher, Maxima La Bandera ang dating.
Para bang Lorly Villanueva becomes Maxima Labandera through and through.
To everybody. Yes.
Amazing. Do you
Miss
remember how?
Lorly, go ahead, Barbie.
Yeah, we have some technical problem of the.
Yes.
Yeah, we have
Let
problems
me try
because I
to
cannot
mute you.
understand some asking.
Yeah. Okay. So, how is that now? So,
Yeah, I understand you now.
okay, Ma'am Lorly, I have a question on. Let's do some fast information, fast
Yes.
facts. Who for you is the best director?
Who for me is what?
The best director.
Best
Best
director.
director. Yes.
I have always been doing Lino Broca films, Peke Galiaga, great,
Mm.
fantastic directors.
Mm-hmm.
Comes to the creativity of a director or
Yeah.
an artist, I don't like to compare who is best. Dahil kanya-kanyang create talent yan eh.
I see.
Everyone has his own creativity,
Mm-hmm.
his own style. So I feel that it's unfair when you have all these big names. There are a few big names, of course,
Mm-hmm.
but I wouldn't say who is the best of them. I had just mentioned to you, who is definitely one of Asia's best social films. But then you have also Orlando Nadras. People barely saw the
Mm-hmm.
films he made. I made Lupang
Mm-hmm.
Hinirang with Orlando Nadras, and I won my award for Best Supporting Actress. And then, of
Mm-hmm.
course, there's Pecky Galiaga with the classic of Oro Plata Mata. But I
Right.
said, as I was saying, understated is Elwood Perez, who's done some really good films too, like Paraisong Parisukat, which they have
Mm-hmm.
forgotten, or he showed in his time. It wasn't considered much, but I think that if we do a review of many of his films, he had good films too. So I dare not say who is best. I have
Okay.
favorites,
Your
but
favorite?
I don't say
Sige,
best
sige,
because
favorite.
where it comes to our creative juices, you cannot say who is best. You know,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
each one
Kanya-kanyang
has his own
style.
creative hormone or talent or style. Exactly.
Right, right. Grace, do you
Okay.
have a question for Miss Lorly?
Yes, yes, I do have one question, and not
Also,
not not a lot of us know
Mariloy
that.
is also one of those
Oh,
naturalists who has not been remembered lately, but she was also a good director.
Mm-hmm.
mhm.
So, where it comes to creative juices, we have many good directors.
Mm-hmm. So, Grace, you have a question?
Yes, Miss.
Even among the young people now, those not of my generation,
Yes.
heard of many indie film directors now.
Mm.
who are really good. Those of those who have gone through just to do films. Unfortunately, our film industry is not supported by government,
Mm-hmm.
and it always depends on and it also always depends on how money is available. But
Right.
I think we have a lot of young people now who are really good, who are really good. It's just that I have not been home for a while because of COVID, so
Correct.
I cannot really name names.
Yeah. Grace, you can ask your question now.
Yes.
Okay, Tita, Miss Lorli, can you hear me? Miss Lorli, can you hear me?
What?
She cannot hear.
Can you hear me?
I
It's
cannot
Grace.
understand the question.
Yes, I think
Yeah.
we're coming on choppy to her. Okay, I'll make it slow. Miss
Do we have
Lordi,
technical problems? Or
yeah. Miss Lordi,
yes?
okay. You
What's
were
the
crowned
question?
Miss, yeah, you were crowned Miss Ormoc City back in the day. Can you share with us
Miss
your
Ormoc?
experience? Yes, can you share with us your experience and
God.
memories of being a beauty queen? Oh, hindi na.
Miss Ormoc. Oh my God. Father was the provincial commander of Leyte. And you know how it is.
Mm.
In my time, uh, it was easy pick. But of course, it was a contest and awarded by the Chamber of Commerce, and I won. And that was a fun time of my life. You know, when you're young and sexy and yes, yes, that was a very moment in my life.
So was there a question and
Fashion
answer,
shows.
Tita? Was there a question and answer portion? Was there a swimsuit competition at that time?
No,
There was none. Was there a question and
we have such
answer?
technical problems.
Oh my
I
goodness,
can't
what's going on
understand the
here?
question.
Did you have question and answer um,
We
portion
should
in that beauty
we should one of
contest?
this interview don't have the technical problems.
I know there's something wrong. I think StreamYard has never been like this. This is
Yeah,
the first time.
I can
Anyway, we have
I
some.
can barely understand what you're saying.
It's
What?
choppy, right? You have greeters from our audience. Pabati po, Tita Lorli from Ram Buena. He's from
This will not
AFTA.
come in so choppy.
Yeah, this is a choppy time. But I don't know why. I don't know why. This is the first time that we're choppy here. So
Yeah.
there are you have
Yeah.
greeters from our audience. From
Oh, I have
Ramil
greeters.
Buenaventura. Yeah, people who
Yes.
greet you.
Oh, that's nice.
Viewers, Tita.
Uh, Ramil Buenaventura. He is with AFTA, and
Did
you.
he want to ask a question?
No, she only said that you are their inspiring teacher exemplar in New York. Awesome, right?
Oh, talking about
You.
my career as a teacher. Yeah, I came to America and it wasn't easy despite all my qualifications.
Mhm.
That I was overqualified. So I started teaching in grade 4
When you
after teaching
started.
college and graduate school. Yeah, but here in New York
Mhm.
is such a snob. I did not have the teaching certificate when I came here.
Yeah.
So I had to start in grade 4
Mhm.
and had to work my way up. I taught La Salle High School. I taught in public school,
Mhm.
but ultimately I was deputy chair at Turo College, where I stayed for like 15 years
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Great.
in the Graduate School of Education and Special Education. As the
Mhm.
that I was up a lot. I was also the international student advisor. so I
Mm-hmm.
could sign what do you call it, exchange student for those who were on tourist visa to convert into student. But the number one problem of teachers that I
Mm-hmm.
found out when I was deputy chair is that many Filipino teachers
Mm-hmm.
cannot pass the state certification tests.
Why?
So review classes were very important.
I
It's
see.
because we are not used to the kind of testing I think that they have here. Testing in America is also a skill. It's a
It's an
different
issue.
culture, it's a different way of testing. Also, because Filipinos tend to write in a different way, lengthily.
Mm-hmm.
We have to teach them to write. Most of our Filipino teachers actually
Mm-hmm.
come here not how to write very well. We speak English,
Mm-hmm.
but we don't speak and write the way they do.
So there has to
It's
be a
something that has to
training.
be learned
Yes.
and training. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you
Here
train
it's
them?
less complicated. We Filipinos tend to use very deep words in our writing, which is not necessary most of the
Mm-hmm.
time.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the crux of many of the teachers. Today there is such a thing as Unify, where they have chapters all over the United States with Ronnie Matakiel as the president, who was also my student at
Oh,
college.
really? Ron is your student.
Yeah, many of
Oh my
these
God.
teachers were my students because the one thing I encourage Filipino teachers who come here is for them to enroll in their master's degree. Nowadays, unless you have graduate studies, you cannot get anywhere in the system. And
Mm-hmm.
there will come a time when a PhD will even be required for teachers in order
Right,
to move
right.
up the ladder.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
that this has become a very important thing. Unified and AFTA, both teachers organizations, are doing a good job at training our teachers, especially now with COVID. It has
Mm.
become virtual and everything is technology. Now,
Yes.
many of our Filipino teachers are familiar with technology. That includes me because of the generation. Our
Mm-hmm.
generation did not depend on technology. We always were used to live classes, which is, of
Right.
course, extremely important. But
Mm-hmm.
it is a world of technology now. We're moving on to more technology, and I applaud these groups that
Mm-hmm.
are trying to train teachers into virtual classrooms and also virtual learning. I encourage everyone to take their graduate studies. I am not only
Right.
talking about teachers. I'm not only talking about teachers. I see a
Mm-hmm.
lot of our nurses, millions of our nurses who come here as nurses and forever are just nurses in the clinics or in the hospitals. They never go up the ladder to become a teaching nurse or become supervisors. Why? Because
Mm-hmm.
they don't anymore decide to go to masters or their higher degree. After we start earning money, 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 we
Yeah.
forget that there is such a thing as moving up the ladder by getting more classes. So I think that this is something we should educate our professionals who are here that they must
Mm-hmm.
stop going back to school because that is the only way that you become a supervisor. You become something else outside of the nurse in the hospital. I mean, it's respected. I take my hat off. I have many cousins or healthcare workers, but I always tell them, please take your master's degree or take
Right.
something in advance. Otherwise, you'll never go up the ladder. You'll remain where you are. And if money is all that's important to you, then it's all up to you. But in this world, it's not only about money. You also want to become a professor or something else.
Yes,
So
that's
this is
right.
the case for all professionals who are here. I'm not only talking about teachers now. I'm talking now as a professional that we must, you know, continue studying and going up with the way the world is moving now.
Like keeping up with times.
Any other question?
Yes, we have a comment here from Jobert Opulencia, our regular viewer and friend.
There's a
J-
comment.
yes, he was just asking if you
Hmm.
wrote the book Dancing with a Dictator. And of course, yes, right? What inspired you to write this book, Miss
I
Lorli?
I could not hear you.
Um, what inspired you to write Dancing with a Dictator? Can you hear me now?
Oh, Dancing with the Dictator. It's
Yeah,
my
what inspired
political
you to do
life.
that? Your
Uh,
political life, yes.
it's about the reason I really wanted to write that and get it out of my chest.
Mm.
It's because there's a part of history that people don't know about. It's
Mm-hmm.
about the nuclear plant, about Dr. Max Goldberger, who
Yeah.
wanted to make me his lover,
Oh, I
and
remember
that's
you
why
telling me
Marcos
that.
had me kidnapped.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wanted me to be his lover, and Marcos, because of that, he uh he kidnapped me. But I had refused and even threatened to to jump off the ship into the
Mm-hmm.
sea and kill myself if they forced me and raped me or whatever. But I think because of that denial, um, Marcos had a very strong respect for me after.
Mm-hmm.
And even till his last moment, he was very sick and very ill.
Mm.
He still asked me if I needed something from him. In all that time, I said, no, I don't need anything from you. I could have become so rich at the time. He was offering me fame and fortune. He was offering me to run KBS. He was offering me lands, tracts of lands, and money, and all kinds of things. But I didn't want any of that. I just wanted to go home to my daughter, to my children. So, because of that, I think I gained his respect. And for a long, long time, people thought that I must have been a lover of somebody in Malacanang, in the White House of the Philippines. But I was not. It's only because I
Mm-hmm.
had the privilege to get in and out because Marcos gave me that permission that I could go in and out of the White House because he respected me for saying no. And
Amazing,
I
right?
really wanted that known that the uh, nuclear plant um, at Bataan
Mm-hmm.
was because of this scientist who wanted me to be his lover, and later on even came back and wanted to make me his wife. He divorced his wife, wanting to marry me, and I said no.
You still didn't love him
So
at all, even if it's later on,
when
tita.
you're young, when I was young, when you're
Yes.
young and you're very idealistic, you just don't want to have anything with anyone you did not love. I did not love him. Why should I go to bed with him? I didn't care if he was the world scientist. I didn't care if he was the scientist of the first moon landing. He was the
Yes.
scientist of the first moon landing. He was a nuclear scientist. I did not care about all that material things. I was just not in love, period. Period. So
I like
nothing
you
could
being
buy me.
steadfast.
You're young.
Here's a follow-up question
And I still don't
from.
regret. I'm happy
Uh,
because I can look at myself in the morning
mm-hmm.
and be honest about myself with my children.
Right, that's important. So here's a follow-up
Yes,
question.
self respect is very important. You have to respect yourself.
Right, indeed.
Margaret, can you
It
hear
was
me?
so easy to prostitute myself to this
Yeah, I
rich
can hear you,
guy.
Grace. Yes,
So,
there's a
yeah, that's why I had to write Dancing with a Dictator.
we have
Mm-hmm.
a
But
question
the other
from.
part of that thing, too, is
Yeah.
that Marcos turned out, for all that he was created as a monster, being the dictator in our country, he turned out to be a very simple man who
Mm,
was very simple as far as I was concerned.
mm-hmm.
He ate saluyot. He
Saluyot.
the simplest
Yeah.
vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
Saluyot on
He
the yacht.
treated me well.
Yes.
The Ilocano
He did
food
not
supermarket.
force me into anything. Somebody's asking what is my favorite movie or TV that I
Yes.
had the pleasure of acting
Of
in.
acting in. Yes.
Uh, I have made so many films, but I
How
think
many
to
films
this
have
day,
you done,
people
Tita
will
Lord?
always remember Oro Plata and how difficult it was to make in the mountains of and I have had so many even remember. But
Mm.
I always enjoyed my shows, the fun shows with Dolphy and Bert Marcello and Days. I don't know if young people still remember these people, but yeah. But movies I had lots of movies
Question.
with Lino.
I see.
I had Oro Plata Mata is the last one I did. That's a big one. That's
Mm.
in the classic category now.
Mm-hmm. So if I were to become an actress, I want to be an actress, Miss Lorli. What is your advice para maging magaling
What?
ako na artista? Kung gusto ko mag-artista, what is
I
your advice so that I will become a good one?
napuputol lang na question mo.
Ako,
Again.
I understand your
Miss
question.
Lordy, can you hear me? I want to ask this question pa. We're talking about your book,
O
Dancing
sige,
with the
ikaw muna,
Dictator.
Grace.
Yeah. Tita Lordy, can you hear me?
Eh, What? It's
Let's go back
broken.
to your book. Let's go back to your book, Dancing with the Dictator. I know it's a very interesting book. How can us how can we buy your book? Is it available on Amazon?
Oh, she's shut
Somebody
here.
asked me if
Uh-huh.
reading, since I wrote something from the Marcos era, what
She's
will the
reading it.
title be for the book
Oh
if you
yes.
were to write one during this Duterte era?
Mhm.
Controversial.
I think
Very controversial.
that I will not find a title yet for the Duterte era. There's so much going on yet.
We're still feeling it.
uh, it that I dream of doing
Mm-hmm.
his era
Mm-hmm.
is when I go home to the Philippines when I can travel already after all this COVID, that he will
Yes.
attention to the disabled.
Mm.
The laws we have for the protection of the disabled is absolutely nothing. The Council for the this social welfare are
Mm-hmm.
not doing enough for people who have disabilities. And I realize this now that I'm disabled. I have to have a wheelchair scooter now.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was in the Philippines, I fell down in one of the bathrooms of Jollibee and twisted my knee, which was already bad.
Oh my goodness.
I Yes, it was a really bad accident because the bathroom was
Mm-hmm.
slippery. And I complained to the president of Jollibee, who ignored me. I complained to the disabilities
Mm-hmm.
and got a lawyer. And to make a long story short, after all the struggle I had to even just have a an audience with the owner of Jollibee and the chain of
Mm-hmm.
Jollibee, they have Pizza Hut and all these chains. They're all related to each other.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided to come back here where orthopedic was the best one in the world, which is the Hospital for Special Surgery.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, from here on, I wrote and wrote and wrote the office of Duterte about securing certain laws for disabilities, like ramps in every restaurant and public place for those who are in wheelchairs and scooters. like bathrooms for the disabled everywhere, all over the country, like elevators in the train. Nothing of that came about. I still have not given up hope that when
Mhm.
I go home, he will give me an audience to see him and show to him
Mhm.
that there is a need for people with disabilities in the country to be paid attention to. They are voters too. Disabled people in our country have to hide. They cannot go out, ride public transportation. They cannot, they don't have wheelchairs. They don't have anything for these people.
Mhm.
And this is a neglected, silent population that I would like to work with. That's my dream.
Wow, looking forward to that. If you could see on your
Mm,
screen, Miss Lorli, Chris is asking you a question.
uh, pardon?
Um, the viewers are asking how are they able to get your book? Where do we buy it?
Oh, yeah, somebody's asking where they can. You know what? Just email me, Lorli Villanueva at Yahoo, and I'll send.
Oh,
It's not in Amazon, not yet, because
mhm.
I got caught in COVID. They wanted certain things, they had requirements. I never got to it, but I have copies of the books here with me. And those who want it, I can send it, and you can just do PayPal or send me a check or something, whatever.
Okay.
Okay, there you go.
Thank you. Thank you for
I
that,
can
Miss
be emailed
Lordy.
Lorli Villanueva at yahoo.com. One
Okay,
word.
there you go. To those who are interested in buying the book, please email Miss Lorly at Villanueva at yahoo.com.
That's
Yeah,
good.
Okay. Okay, do we have more questions?
send me
We
your
don't have Tita Lorli,
address.
Ma'am Lorli, Miss Lorli.
I'll be happy to send you the book.
I have a question for
Ang
you.
dami nating tawag kay Tita Lorly. Hmm.
Right, because you are also a community leader here in the
What?
US, in New York. Um, what's your thought about young immigrants, young Filipino Americans emerging as
What
leaders?
is my what?
Your thoughts, your thoughts on emerging Filipino leaders in the US. How do we push it some more?
I cannot
What's your
understand
suggestion?
Marie, very happy.
I will have to.
Maribel, I think maybe you can just write it down so she can
Yes,
read.
okay.
Yeah.
So you can ask her your question, Grace, while I type.
She won't hear me. Or she can't hear me. Tita
Uh-huh.
Lorly, can you
Uh-huh.
hear me? Let's talk about the other book.
It's choppy.
Yeah, it's chatty.
There are little
Okay.
problems. It's choppy.
Uh-huh.
Viewers want to ask me more questions, they can email me and I will be happy to answer their questions by email.
Okay, there's my question. You can read
Okay.
it. What is your suggestion to Phil leaders emerging in politics in the US? How do they succeed? I'm sure you will be a very good campaign manager.
What?
Oh, she cannot read this because it's
Oh,
on
she
YouTube.
can. Oh, okay.
Hindi ko maintindihan, my bear.
Oh my gosh.
What
Oh
is
my
your
gosh.
suggestion to
Okay, I
film
think.
leaders
You
emerging
can
in
ask. You
Yeah,
politics?
can ask.
yeah.
Can you ask her, Grace?
There you go. She's
Okay,
reading
there's
it now.
somebody who asked, is that you,
That's
Martin?
me.
What my
That's me.
suggestion to you leaders?
Hmm.
I suggestion I would definitely
It's choppy.
politics here in this country. And there are millions and millions of Filipinos here in this.
Mm-hmm.
Filipinos tend to be um, merged with even in the film industry here, which
Mm-hmm.
I'm involved with. I'm a SAG-AFTRA member.
Yes.
I am usually casted as a Spanish lady.
Uh-huh.
You
Mm-hmm.
know, they never see us as Filipinos. But if Filipinos in general will bond, we should be a strong politics, and we can get some of our own benefits together as Filipinos.
Mm-hmm.
you know? So I believe that if you feel qualified to be a Filipino, go for it. Go for it. Don't be
Oh,
afraid.
that's amazing. Would you campaign for them if you're asked
I
to?
would love to run, even for a council seat.
All right.
There's much to be done for our community, the Filipino American community.
Amazing. Yes, there's so much. There's a lot to do in this lifetime, in fact, right?
Any
Okay,
more
so
questions?
So can you tell us your plans for the next year? You told us you have a book, so tell us about it.
What?
Here we go again.
I'm typing it now. Hold on.
Okay, I'm typing it too.
You're typing the question.
Yeah, there it is. Oh, hold on, where is it? Okay, there you go. Can you see it, Miss Lorli?
Please tell us your plans in the next 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
As I was saying earlier, Grace, I would like to better the lives of the disabled back home in the Philippines. Not
Mm-hmm.
only the disabled, but seniors also. They are a neglected part of our society. I call them the silent population. And I don't think even Duterte has done anything for them. I pray to God that within the next 3 years that I'm back home, that
Mm-hmm.
I can have an audience with this president or whoever is the president and show to him the lack of consciousness and attention to the silent population. The seniors and the disabled are known as the silent population. No one
Mm-hmm.
is representing them, and I don't think they're even being taken care of. Even there's a council for such people as disabled. I applied for the job. Don't get me wrong. They
Mm-hmm.
replied, but when COVID came, nobody replied to me anymore. So I don't know if I need to be a politician or I need somebody, but it seems to me that in our country, it's still whom you know, or
Yes.
they will not listen to you. It's still who you know. So I don't know. I pray to God in the next 3 years I can still be more useful with my life, even with my wheelchair scooter, because
Mm-hmm.
my brains are still very active. My body is very active. I pray that if I make movies, I pray that they will be documentaries of
Mm-hmm.
certain things that are true and real in this world. Films are supposed to be entertainment, but it is also there to call to action, to perk up
Yes.
people's awareness of certain things, and to give solutions to problems. So we have to inspire also. So these are my dreams. And of course, in between that, my book, Life Story, which I think is for every woman in this world. I dedicate it to every woman because our struggles, our pain, no matter what color, no matter what shape of hair you have, no matter what body build you have, it is all the same pain, the same struggles, the same joys, and the same disappointments. And women always take the most disappointments in life and absorb it. I
Yes.
have a very, very sad story,
Mm-hmm.
but I have overcome it. And I believe that the Filipino woman is a survivor. We are
Indeed.
survivors.
Indeed, I agree.
Very well said. Thank
Thank you
you
so
so
much,
much.
Tita.
There is a comment from We Ramirez, praying for your fulfillment of your dreams, Miss Lorley. I hope you let me just put that out. There you go. Thank you very much. It's
Oh,
been a
yes, thank you. I'm
wonderful
praying for
speaking
the
with you.
fulfillment of my dreams.
We're sorry for this technical
All of
problem.
you, please pray for us.
Yes, definitely we will,
Especially
Tita.
this COVID.
I think maybe we have to plan for, we have to schedule another interview with Miss Lordy.
We will go to her house.
Yes.
Thank you
There's
so much
another
for your
question, I
time.
think. Okay.
Thank you so much for your
I
time,
hope
Miss
we can
Lordi
have another
Villanueva.
conversation where
Yes,
we
yes,
will
we will
have no
schedule.
technical difficulties.
Definitely, we will have another time with you through this screen or in person. Hopefully, God willing, and all the best to your endeavors.
I would love to have another session like this with you, where I can hear you,
Yes, we
where
would
I
love to
can,
visit
where I
you.
can
Maybe,
understand what
yeah,
you're asking me.
maybe this summer or yeah, this spring, Tita, and
Yeah,
summer, we will come visit you for another
yeah.
interview.
I think Central Park is a good place.
Yes, yes.
You're
Okay,
near Central Park.
okay, I'll
Uh-huh.
Thank you
wait.
so much for your time, Miss Lordi Villanueva.
I'll
Thank you so much,
I'll be
and it was
waiting.
a pleasure.
Thank you.
Great seeing you,
Isa,
Tita.
You can
bye-bye.
Bye.
stay.
Yes.
You can stay over if you
Bye
want,
and
ma'am.
thank you.
Thank you too, Tita.
Thank you very much. And so that was wonderful, Grace.
Yes, we
Despite
have
the
a lot of questions for her, but there's a technical issue, so we'll just have a
yeah,
part two of this
so
with Tita
bumpy.
Lordy. Mm-hmm.
It's an internet bumpiness, which is strange.
Yes, yes. Okay,
So
so
thank
we're
you all
on,
for participating.
right. So we're
Hmm.
on to our next guest.
Yes, I hope they're ready.
Are
Um,
they? Are they in the
yeah,
studio?
I can see them there. I will. You can introduce them now, Grace, if you're ready.
Okay. Yes, we are so excited to have with us Scarlet Gum, a Filipino-American electronic pop duo formed in Jersey City with vocalist, guitarist Sheryl Reyes and electronic music producer Ted Reyes. Are they here?
That's Sheryl.
Okay.
There's Ted.
Hello.
Hello, Ted and Cheryl.
Hello,
Hello.
can you see us?
No,
Yeah, there you are.
Yeah,
there
Hi.
you
we're in
are.
the studio.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yeah, you are.
Hello.
Your studio is huge.
Uh-huh. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us tonight
Oh no,
and
thank you for inviting us.
coming out live, performing
Mm.
live for our viewers also. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So we would
Thank you
like
for
to hear
inviting
from
us,
you. Your
Gracie and Marivir.
Thank
Our
you.
pleasure. Okay, so are we ready to listen to the first song?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Can you hear
awesome.
this keyboard or you can't?
No,
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 no.
okay,
No.
that's okay. I'll just
Hmm.
use the guitar.
We were supposed to play with the keyboards, but we're having a little bit of technical problems. So Ted is just gonna
hmm
play acoustic guitar.
Okay.
But
wow.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
exciting.
we set it up, but I think this the streamer can't take the
Yeah,
keyboard.
StreamYard is
Okay.
not allowing it,
I
right?
think it's only for,
Oh,
yeah, they only allow the mic.
The mic,
Oh,
yeah.
I see. So
All
what are you
right.
singing tonight?
Yeah, so for this first song, this is called Tayo na sa Ulan because it's raining right now here in New Jersey.
Yes, it is
Yeah,
raining. Yeah.
so
Mhm.
we thought it's just appropriate to sing this song.
this is your composition?
Yeah, this is we're going to sing an all original set tonight. So yeah,
Awesome.
Mhm.
this is an original song.
Okay, let's
Okay.
hear it.
It's a Tagalog song.
All right.
All right. Wala na bang natitirang tunay at wagas na pag-ibig sa mundo? Pag-ibig na lumiliyap sa bingit ng dilim at liwanag ng buwan. Kailan ka pa
Tantanan ng dilim.
Para tayo'y magkasama kahit sandali.
Tayo na
Sa unahan.
tantanan ng dilim.
Para tayo'y magkasama kahit sandali.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yay! Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Ted. Thank you.
Thank you, Ted and Sheryl. Nakamute ba ako?
How's the audio there? Is it
Yeah.
coming
It's
in good?
clear. It's clear.
Good.
It's good. Very good. So that's your studio. That's where you record all your songs, compose your songs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so this is the
Uh-huh.
studio. We produce all the music here.
Mhm.
It's in Jersey City.
Yes.
Amazing.
Ah.
How
I'm in
long,
Jersey City. I wish to be there soon.
how
Did
long
you
have you
move,
been
Grace?
doing it, Ted and Cheryl?
I'm sorry.
How long have you been doing this music composition,
Oh,
recording?
Ted has been doing it since he was 12, I think.
Oh,
Wow. Oh.
But this our
innate
group,
talent.
yeah. But this group, the Scarlet Gum Band, we actually started during the start of the pandemic. So yeah, so it's been a year or
Yeah.
less than a year. Yeah.
Okay. Why did you call it Scarlet Gum? Just
Um,
curious.
Yeah.
no reason at all. It just sounded good, right?
Where did you get the name?
Uh,
I think it's a color.
oh
It's
yeah,
a
it's a
tree.
tree. It's a tree. Yeah, Scarlet Gum. Yeah, it's a
Oh,
tree.
is
Is
it
it
like a
funny?
rubber tree?
Yeah, I think it's a rubber tree. Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So I was, yeah.
We can get closer to the camera
Yes,
so we
yes.
can see them as
Yeah.
well.
Okay.
Can walk over. So we are
Okay.
near.
Yes,
This
yeah.
is our
You
this is
can
our
see us naman.
Yeah.
But it's
Alright.
a nice view of New York City, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. This is New York from New Jersey actually.
Yeah.
From the
Oh,
on
from
the
New
other side
Jersey
of Hudson.
side.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Ted and Cheryl, you compose your songs, right? So
Mm-hmm.
how many original songs have you done so far? And how many have been recorded?
Um, like five, I think, as a group.
As a
Yeah, so we recorded an original. Our first single was an original. Our debut single was an original called Tulips and Twigs.
Yeah.
Then we
Mhm.
did a bunch of cover songs that are all on Spotify. So what was the first cover? It was Mr. Blue Sky.
Yeah, Mr. Blue Sky. Yeah, so all our songs are on Spotify. I
Mhm.
think we have three songs out there already. So, an original song, Tulips and Twigs, and then two cover songs.
No, three
Oh,
actually because we did the Christmas
yeah,
EP.
two Christmas songs and um, Mr. Blue Sky.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
four songs, and in terms of the original songs we have. So we're releasing a new single next month.
Oh,
That
this one.
no,
Oh,
this
yeah.
month is next month in
It's the
March.
end
In
of
March?
March. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in March, so
It's already
it's
March on Monday.
yeah,
Yeah.
so we
Can
have
you believe it?
so we have that, and then we have
Yeah.
another Tagalog single coming in next because we were planning to release new singles every month.
That's our goal.
That's the
Oh,
goal,
wow.
Goals. Hashtag goals.
right? So
Uh-huh.
the difference between like in the this group I have with Cheryl is it's kind of like we want cover songs and originals as well. So
Mhm.
Hmm.
we listen to a lot of music, and then if Cheryl's like, oh, I like this cover song, I
Mhm.
like this Frank Sinatra song, for example. Let's
Mhm.
cover this. So we would create our own
Oh,
version.
I was part of that one.
Oh yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
New York, New
New York, New
York.
York, or
Yes.
yeah, we
Yeah.
did
Mhm.
that. So
Yeah.
Awesome.
it's kind of like a free flowing kind of like
Group.
group.
Yeah.
So whatever Cheryl and I feel like it's good to cover, so we do that.
Mhm.
But we also write our own songs, so that's the plan.
Yeah. Yeah. So how do you write your music, your lyrics? Do you have to be in a particular mood, or what is? Do you have to be creative at some point?
Cheryl
finish a
wrote
song.
the song that we're gonna release after next month, the April single called Pakiramdaman, is actually Cheryl's lyrics. How did you write
Mhm.
that lyrics?
Yeah, may hugot ba yon?
No.
The sadness
Korea
ba?
Yeah.
drama. I
Oh,
watch a lot of
Korean
Korea
drama.
drama.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
I watch I watch a lot of Korea drama, so I guess
Mhm.
yeah, so yeah, that's that.
no, so
So,
like for
so
in
you watch Korean drama and you
yeah,
got
so
Yeah.
that
I
inspired?
Tagalog
don't.
song, yeah. So she watches a lot of it. So that Tagalog song is about
Oh my God.
uh I think it's we will sing it later on, but
Oh,
it's more
okay.
it's more about like you feel something for this guy because she wrote it, but she doesn't know how to approach the guy. So it's like pakiramdaman lang tayo.
Ah,
Parang
Oh,
okay.
ganon.
I
So it's
get
like
it. I get it.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
okay.
yeah, so
cute.
it's definitely inspired by a lot of Korean drama.
right. And in terms of the music, since we have a studio,
Mm-hmm.
it's my biggest like hobby, like writing songs. So I would doodle on the piano, and then it would I would come up with like some sort of progression, and then Cheryl would be like, "Oh, I like that progression," so I have
Mhm.
some words for it. So that's how we operate.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
Oh, very
yeah, but
cool.
back to your
Nice.
question, I think it's essential that you have to put your head in that space where
Mhm.
you'll be inspired by what you're writing. Because as John Lennon said, diba, it's easy to write a song mechanically if you really want it because you know how to do it. But if you're not inspired by it,
right,
then
Yeah.
it's not gonna turn out good.
right. And to
Right.
me,
I'm
that
gonna
is
come up.
right. And
Yeah.
me being like I've been doing this since like in my preteens, like
Mm-hmm.
since I was like 13 or 14. So at this point, words are difficult for me now because it's like I've been doing it over and over. So the feeling there isn't there. It's like mechanical, like what
Yeah,
Cheryl
Mhm.
is
mechanical.
saying. So
Yeah.
if somebody like I remember I worked on a project with Gail Banawis. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
So
yeah, Gail, congrats.
oh yeah. So we did a project together. So I wrote some songs for her, and I was like, how can I like write lyrics that's fit for Gail because she's young, and I'm a
Mm-hmm.
guy who's
Mhm.
old. So there
Oh,
has,
there's
but I
that.
Oh.
can't do it. So I couldn't do it. So it's hard.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why it's important for me as a producer to work with somebody like Cheryl, who's like really feeling the emotions.
So
I'm
it's
not
like it has
right.
to fit na babae when somebody
Not
when the
really,
singer
but
is
somebody who's like
mm,
really excited. Like it's not excitement, but it's like does it by
Fresh.
inspiration.
Yeah,
Yes.
fresh.
Mhm.
The thing is like if you're doing this as kind of like a regular thing, you're writing music, it's mechanical. It's like, oh,
I see.
you need to write a song for this artist. So I'll do it and I'm like, what is the subject? Oh, let's just say sunshine. So I
Oh,
will just write words. I'm not really feeling anything about it, but because I need to do it.
Mm.
But
Mhm.
for somebody that's who's like a real lyricist, like
mm-hmm.
I would
I'm not a
like
realist.
Cheryl would be like, oh, I thought of some words,
Uh-huh.
and let's a good phrase, a good
It
verse
comes with
here.
the mood also, no?
Right. I think it's the
Yeah,
Mhm.
mood.
but also
Mhm.
you feed off of other people's works, like reading a book.
Right.
Yeah, you
Mhm.
get inspired by a book or a movie that you watched or a TV show that you've seen. So yeah, so it doesn't have to be a personal experience when it comes to writing songs, but you just have to be inspired by you know um a moment
Yeah,
or
I agree
yeah.
with that.
That's
Correct.
That's
very
really
interesting when it comes to artists, right? It's
yeah,
really
because
like
right, some
hit and
artists you
miss,
can
whatever.
commission. Yeah, like painters,
Mhm.
for example, you can say, "Hey, can you paint a landscape for me?" They
Mm-hmm.
can do it, but they will do it probably without some inspiration because they're being
Right.
commissioned to do it. Like,
Mhm.
can you write an essay for this article? They would just come up with something, but it's different when you're like really hit by that
Yeah.
inspiration.
It's different if it comes from the heart, right?
Right,
Yeah,
Mhm.
from the soul.
right. And I think that's
Okay.
yeah, and I think the good thing about the two of us is that I get more inspired writing music. Like I hear a certain sound and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
"Oh, that's a good melody there." So I'll that inspires me, but not so much the lyrics. So I think that's my weakness in terms of like songwriting. I tend to like just write anything, but with Cheryl, she won't write anything until she feels it.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
I see. So
Uh,
you your co-artist Dolly Parton, who said that you should write and sing from the heart,
Mm.
Right, right.
right? Otherwise, it won't go so far. The song, the
I
music.
agree with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so maybe
We
let's
will hear it.
hear,
Song?
yeah, let's hear that song
Okay.
that,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
You
Yeah.
wanna do pakiramdaman first?
No,
the
let's do Chase the
pakiramdaman.
Dream.
Okay, because
Which
they're
one?
requesting it.
Ah.
They're requesting it.
Oh,
We'll do another English. We'll do an
Yeah.
English song this time.
okay, all right.
This is
What is the
the
title?
this is titled Chasing You.
Chasing
So,
you,
yeah, this is the
chasing you.
single that we're going to be releasing this March on
Hmm.
Spotify and all streaming services.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is an English song.
One, two, three, four.
Will you search for what you've always had? Chase a suitcase that you never packed. And will you find what you have lost? Chase a dream while you're asleep. Fight for love no matter what it costs. And will you take up arms for a losing cause? Bend the rules of games you never played. And will you find what you have lost? Chase a dream while you're asleep. Fight for love no matter what it costs. Love was there, but life got in the way. You were mine, but I never knew. I'm chasing a shadow, searching for a reason to find you. Chasing love and you. Chasing love and you. Chasing love and love was there, but life got in the way. You were mine, but I never knew. I'm chasing a shadow, searching for a reason to find
Thank you so much. Wow, that's great.
Ganda. Ang lamig ng mga boses, no?
That was great.
Oh, nice. So we can go to the next song.
Yeah.
By the way,
Yung
congrats on this
pakiramdaman.
show.
Oh yeah,
Congrats on your
congratulations on
show.
your
Thank you
show.
so much.
Maraming
Oo.
salamat. Oo.
Yeah.
So how many episodes have you done so far already?
This
This is the
year,
fifth.
it's the fifth. Yeah.
So
We
you're doing
started
it.
in November last
Oh.
year. Oh, just like you, di ba?
Mm.
We planned for this during the pandemic. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all coming out during. It was
this
all coming
pandemic baby.
They're all being getting creative.
Yes.
at
Yeah.
once.
We have to find something to do so we don't get, caught up with the
Exactly.
Using.
pandemic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This is a great show. I
Yeah.
love it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Thank
thank
you
you
so
so much.
And thank you for
Oo.
featuring Filipino American artists
That
and
is, yeah.
Yeah.
showcasing
We hope we could
Filipino
have you
American
again.
talent. Yeah, of course. We're so happy to be here.
Yeah, when they launched their album.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we are colleagues at the Film Press Club of New York, so we
Yeah.
hope
Yeah.
By the way,
they'll
for
just
those watching
um,
on the Scarlet Gum page, Marivir
feature
Montalban
each
and Grace
other.
Labagues are members of Filipino American Press Club, which Ted and I are also members of.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And we haven't seen each other in person for
Yes.
a year.
Yes, but I think we're having a Zoom meeting soon, so hope you
Yeah.
can attend also.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So let's do
Well,
the
Yeah.
Let's
So
just do the pakiramdaman.
yeah, so
okay.
this
I'm
is
so
another
excited to hear it.
yeah, this is another Tagalog song. So
Uh-huh.
yeah. It's a
It's
little
this it's the April single.
April single, yeah.
April 6th.
oh my gosh, looking
Pakiramdaman.
forward.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. Makita ako'y natulala mong mahinging ako'y nabiganing nais di nakalang ang simula ay lumapit ay para bang nasa langit. Sana ay di mo mapansin, pilit tinatago ang damdamin. Tama ba ang nararamdaman? Hindi ko na malayan, hindi ko na maintindihan. Yun pala, ako'y tumaan. Dapat bang sabihin ko na hindi ko maiwasan, hindi ko na kayang pigilan. O hanggang aminin pagtingin gusto kong iwasan puso'y takot masaktan pero ako'y nahulog na sa'yo. Ano ba to? Ako'y litong-lito. Tama ba ang nararamdaman? Hindi ko na malayan, hindi ko na maintindihan. O hanggang pakiramdaman. Dapat bang sabihin ko na hindi ko na malayan, hindi ko na kayang pigilan. O hanggang pakiramdaman.
Thank you.
Galing! We have some feedback here from
Thank
Beverly.
you.
Love your song, Ted and Sheryl.
Aw.
And we have one from Gachi Ignacio. He's loving pakiramdaman daw. Ako din parang naramdaman ko yun.
Those
Ha?
are
Was that
intense.
very intense?
Gach, may kiss ka sa akin,
And we have one question, Marivir, from one of our press club members also. Do you
Yeah.
perform for weddings or other events?
No.
That's from our friend Vanette Colmenares.
Hi, Bennett. No.
No.
They don't.
No, they don't.
We will mess the wedding up.
Yeah.
But do you have upcoming shows that we have to watch out for?
No.
Like virtual shows?
No.
Virtual show maybe tomorrow.
No, actually,
Tomorrow.
after this live stream, we're gonna live stream on my Facebook page because sayang yung setup ni Ted, hindi siya.
Yeah.
So, we just want to do another version of the songs that we performed using the synthesizers that Ted set up.
Oh, okay. Please send us the link so we can also promote.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you again for inviting
Awesome.
Thanks
us.
for inviting us.
Of course, thank you for, agreeing to guest in our show. I know you're so busy also. Okay. So one question from me. If you have to do a show, who would you like to collaborate with? Filipino and American artists. Nako, napag-isip ko sila.
They have.
I'm gonna shoot for the Paul McCartney.
Oh yeah. Is that allowed? Like
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, oo nga, galing noon, Paul McCartney with the guitar, no?
Yeah.
no.
Oh my God.
Would be interesting to jam with like the original members of Smoky Mountain.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Smoky.
Something like that.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Oo. Smoky Mountain and Paul McCartney, ha?
Yeah.
That's a wide range. Like
That's actually a range of music we listen to a
yeah.
lot.
Mhm.
Listen to a lot of music.
Yeah.
So you do a lot of acoustics,
I
no?
mean, this is like the band is like an electronic band. So the
Oh, okay.
Pakiramdaman, the song that we just played, the
Mhm.
recorded version of that is like disco.
Yeah.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
like
Galing.
yeah. So we were supposed to play it like that, but since hindi gumagana yung keyboard, we decided
Oo nga,
to use
sayang.
acoustic. So it became kind of like a love song, kind of like a little
Still
slow.
good.
Right.
I like it too. So maybe we'll do an acoustic version of it,
Two
right?
versions. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
nice. Galing, oh. May kabig daw sa damdamin, sabi ni Gachi. Ignacio.
Kami nila Gachi yung mga tao kasi na mga hanggang ganun lang, hanggang pakiramdaman lang kami talaga. Hindi kami umaabot dun sa next level eh. Di ba?
Ay, ganun ba yun?
Puro paramdam lang kami niya nila Gachi. Kami yung mga ganung klaseng ano eh, di ba?
Okay.
Hindi namin kayang pumunta nun sa next step. Kumbaga, nachochope ng konti.
Okay. Sige.
Chope is
So,
like so
chope,
super 70s,
oo.
right?
80s. 70s, 80s. Oh, 80s yan.
Can you share some 80s slang like that?
Oh my gosh. Ako naman na on the spot, no? Madami
I
chope.
don't know.
Oo, 80s. Pa-help me out.
80s, that's the time of Michael Jackson, the
Yeah.
time of
Oo.
Houston,
Tagalog.
Madonna,
Yeah,
for the golden
Parang my mom would used to say like
Which one?
magpapaparlor muna siya or something like that.
Oo. Ginagawa ko rin yan. Instead of going to the salon, magpapaparlor muna. It's so 80s.
yeah.
My mom says that.
Magpapaset ako ng hair sa parlor.
Magpapaset.
Mapapaset.
Oo,
Instead of, going to the parlor to do my hair. Parang gano'n dapat. Pero siya magpapaset.
Oo,
Okay.
magpapaset. Hindi tayo
Oh my gosh.
blow dry. Ano yun?
Blow dry.
Dry bar.
Dry bar na.
Dry bar na.
Oo, dry
Okay.
bar. Oo, dry bar.
Oh, wala na akong alam dyan.
Oy ha, 80s tayo, di ba?
Oo, sana
Dry
meron.
bar? I haven't
I
heard
think that's a
it.
good
Sorry.
project for the press club, kind of like a glossary of or dictionary of like 80s.
Yeah.
80s,
Slang.
80s
Okay.
dictionary. Sige, yeah, that's up for discussion. Sige. Okay,
So
so
that we
being,
have,
oo.
so
So,
we have
ano?
overtime so much.
Oo, nag-overtime tayo. Maganda eh. Maganda yung music eh.
Oh my God.
Nag-enjoy tayo eh. Pwede pa sana isa,
Alam
kaya
niyo,
lang.
alam niyo sa susunod,
Thank you
maganda
to Ted
merong
and Sheryl.
I remember like yung mga GMA Super Show nagbibigay si Kuya Germs ng mga
Birch tree.
and Nido o mga ganon.
Oh my God.
Dapat may ganon tayo sa next. Yeah.
Meron din kami paraffol later.
Home partners, yung mga home partners.
Yes, oo. Home partner. GMA show talaga.
Home partners.
Ito naman, okay, so before we end, what's the best advice or piece of advice can you give to musicians like you? Or upcoming musicians like you?
Just to keep on playing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so I actually just learned the guitar this year.
This year lang, ang galing naman.
So I mean, I know I used to play guitar, but this year I took it seriously, like really play it. So I've been practicing every day, ganyan. So yeah, so just keep on playing.
Yeah. I think that's it for songwriters and producers.
Go lang ako.
It's important that you should like keep writing songs. I mean, the first probably year of writing would be you'll be writing terrible songs. But once those terrible songs are out of the way in like year 2 or year 3, you're gonna come up with good ones. So it's just a natural thing. Just keep on doing it. And besides, like writing songs or playing music or learning the guitar is so fun.
Yeah.
It's like you're actually the word is playing. You're playing. So it's just so much fun. Yeah. So I don't see. I mean, I've been telling Sheryl and my like Gachi and all our like musicians friends that once you start playing music or doing anything creative, you're gonna die doing it. Like till your old age.
You will
As
love
long as
to.
you're able to, you're gonna do
Yes.
that because it's so much fun.
It keeps you alive.
I agree.
Keeps you alive. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree also.
I mean, kung di kayo overtime, kakanta pa sana kami ng mga...
Oh, pwede pa! Sige na, isa pa. Sige, so we will watch out for your
Okay.
virtual show tomorrow.
Oh,
No,
sige.
tonight.
Or even yeah.
Yeah.
We'll send the link and then
Yes, please.
And when the single is out on Spotify this month, we will let you know as well.
Yes.
Thank you again for inviting
Thank
us.
you. More
No,
power to the
thank
show.
you.
More
So
power to
thank
the
you so
show.
much.
All the best.
Congratulations.
We will be watching you again.
Yes.
Thank you.
And we'll invite you again, huh?
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Hello. Hi, Grace.
Hi, Marivi. Okay lang. I enjoyed the music, ha? Galing.
Right.
Lalo na pag acoustic. I love acoustic kasi. Yung medyo may ano yan eh, may dating,
Parang
may pakiramdam.
Yeah. Our
Yes, the last segment, no, I raffle.
yeah, we will just let them call. The first 2 callers will win this.
No more questions. Just call us to win these prizes.
We want to have this Forever Living Self-Care Kit from Miss Nieva Quezon Bordic. We will.
So it's another set.
Yeah.
Oo nga. Thank you, Miss Burdick, for always supporting us with our prizes. Alam mo, mag-order pa rin pala ako sa kanya. I haven't placed my order. Oo.
917-858-2356. So whoever will be the first to call will have that. And we also have another gift. Ta-da!
What is that?
The next
shawl?
A Filipiniana shawl by Cultura Filipino. This is sponsored by Miss Vanette Colmenares.
Oh, thank you, Vanette.
Thank you so much, Van, for this.
I like
With
the color ha. Pwedeng sa akin na lang.
yeah, and basically that
Oo nga, maganda siya.
photos and images, Mr. Handyman.
Wow,
So
it's
kung
from
gusto niyo
Kultura
mag
Filipino.
work sila, they can do it.
Oo, maganda yan ha, yung Kultura
Our
Filipino.
dear
Mhm.
viewers, call us at 917-858-2356 for this
Mhm.
wonderful practice. Thank you
Yes.
so much. So while
Okay.
we're waiting, Grace, for
Uh-huh.
callers, let me give a shout out to a Filipino group who just launched a food pantry program, a food distribution program. Gasa sa Gugma, that's what it's called. But the group is Cebu Incorporated. They just started on February 22, giving out um, grocery items to needy people here in Queens, in New York.
Mhm.
So congratulations, and this was spearheaded by Shiran Ibanez. And Shiran, thank you so much for your work, and keep it up.
What
So
does gasa sa gugma mean?
oh, that's a buano. That means gift of
Mhm.
love. Gasa is gift,
Gasa is gift?
love.
Aha,
Yeah,
okay. Gasa sa
sounds
gugma.
very sweet,
Oo.
no?
I
Very.
like the colors they used with the heart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like
So,
it.
100 families received it, Grace,
Mm-hmm.
last Saturday.
Last Saturday. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
So now we are going back to our callers. So whoever you are, call us now. I think we should ask a question. They're not calling us.
yeah. We'll
They
give it
want to call.
another 5 minutes. We have 5 minutes left, so we'll just wait.
Yeah.
If not, we'll just save it for next week. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what have you been up to for the past 2 weeks, Marivir? Any events that you
Uh,
went to?
I no, I just
No?
continued my studies, Grace, as usual.
Oh yeah.
Reading
Oh,
books and doing homework. That's it.
mm, yeah.
So that's what's keeping me busy. And so this pandemic gives me reason to study because like we're in a lockdown, so I might as well go back to school, just like what Miss Lorli Villanueva had advised
Right.
that
Keep
we should
on
we should keep
learning.
improving, not just get stuck
Mm-hmm.
to this education level. We go higher and higher and higher. So maybe
Correct.
that's an inspiration, and I agree with her. So yeah, I'm studying. Hopefully
Oo nga eh.
it should be allowed. And so that's that. And
Yeah, like I said, we have
how
to
about
do
you?
another.
Working?
Yeah, working, and yeah, was it yesterday that we did the kapihan? Oh, the other night we did the kapihan
Yeah.
with the Department of Tourism and
Mm-hmm.
special guests from the Philippine government. Yeah, I love doing that because we get updates and we learn a lot about traveling. So
Mm-hmm.
there's another one. We will do the kapihan every month with the help of the
Job.
President, Joe Board of Orient Tours, Department of Tourism, and of course the Philippine Consulate. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's what I'm busy with aside from work. Um, yeah,
Did you
and
miss?
family,
Did
of
you miss
course.
our
Which one?
normal? We can go out. We can.
Oh yes, I
Oh,
can't
you
wait
did.
to travel again. I can't wait to travel again. I can't wait to go back to the Philippines.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, and see the family. Mm.
people's minds have changed. Also, like there's always
Mhm.
an impact to the yung takot, yung
Yeah,
pag-aalala.
andyan eh. Yeah. Okay, someone is calling. Hold on. Hello? Yes? Good evening. Hello? Are you calling issues and inspiration? Yes. Who is this, please? Who? Vanette. Vanette, you are one of the donors, so you would like to win the which one? The Forever Living, of course. Not you just won the Forever Living set from Miss Burdick. Awesome. Huh? Hello, Vanette.
Thank you.
I'm looking at you and then I just anyway. Okay, I win. Okay.
Yes, you just won the set of Forever Living. It's a self-care. Salamat.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Yung nag-donate ng ng shawl.
I was
Okay, we'll just save the shawl for next week. And we have 4 certificates to give away, no? For next week. Oo.
That's good. We won't wait for another hour.
We're over time na. 1 hour and a half na tayo.
Right. So thank you so much, everyone, our viewers, for
Yes.
sharing with us. Hey, amazing. Grace, it's been another great conversation of issues with our guests and our the 2 singers, the 2 singing couple, and
Right.
Lorli Villanueva.
Yes. Of course, yeah, it has been a night of inspiration, Marivier, and thank you. I had fun as usual. Thank you to our viewers, to all our guests. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you.
Okay.
Until the next time.
I'll see you again in 2 weeks.
Bye.
Bye.